little fox.
Journey to the West, Chapter 14, A Promise to Protect. The Tang monk trembled with fear. The angry voice spoke again.
Who is walking on my mountain? Ah!
Cried the Tang monk. He fell off his horse and tumbled down the mountain. At the bottom, he saw a crack between the rocks. The monk looked in and saw a moss-covered monkey peering out at him.
My name is Sun Wukong,
said the monkey.
I am king of the Fruit and Flower Mountain.
Why are you in there?
Asked the Tang monk. He stood up.
Buddha put me here.
Said Wukong.
I am being punished for causing trouble in heaven. Who are you?
I'm just a monk.
Said the Tang monk.
I'm going to the Western Paradise to get scriptures from Buddha.
Wukong gasped.
You're the Tang monk!
He cried.
I'm supposed to go with you.
The Tang monk took a step back. Was this strange monkey telling the truth?
The Bodhisattva Guanyin visited me.
Wukong went on.
She said I'd be set free if I promised to protect you on the journey. Set me free, and I'll go with you to the west.
The Tang monk relaxed. He looked at the rocks.
How can I free you?
There's a small piece of paper on top of this mountain,
said Wukong.
You must remove it.
The Tang monk went back up the mountain. He pushed aside shrubs and brambles and pulled himself over large boulders. Finally, he reached the mountain's peak. The monk picked up the paper. Right away, a breeze swept it from his hand. The paper floated up and then disappeared among the clouds. The monk hurried back down the mountain.
The paper floated away,
he said to the monkey.
It returned to Buddha,
said Wukong.
Now step back.
The Tang monk took a step back.
Go farther,
said Wukong. The monk took another step back.
Go farther,
said Wukong again. The Tang monk went far from the mountain. He gasped as the entire mountain rose into the air. Wukong stood under the mountain, holding it up with his hands. He jumped out, and the mountain crashed down behind him. Wukong grabbed the Tang monk's hands.
Thank you, Master. I will help you reach the Western Paradise.
The Tang monk rode the horse as Wukong walked. The monkey told the monk about himself.
The Jade Emperor's entire army couldn't defeat me.
He laughed.
So I said I should be in charge of heaven.
What powers do you have?
Asked the Tang monk.
I can become other animals,
said Wukong.
Watch this.
He quickly changed into a tiger. The Tang monk gulped. Wukong changed into a snake, a vulture, and then back into himself.
And that's not all,
he said.
I can grow big.
The monkey's body grew so big that his head reached the clouds.
And I can become tiny,
said Wukong. He shrank to the size of a bee and hopped onto the monk's head.
I can do more,
said Wukong. He changed back to his normal size. His iron bar appeared from his ear. The monkey spun it around and then struck a huge boulder. Smash! The boulder exploded into tiny pieces. The Tang monk watched in horror. Wukong laughed.
Don't look so scared, Master. I'm protecting you.
The two traveled farther until they saw a group of men blocking the road. The men looked rough and mean. They all had weapons. One man stepped forward and waved a sword.
Give us your money, or you'll be sorry.
Journey to the West, Chapter 15, Tea with a Dragon. The Tang monk looked at the robbers. He was shaking.
I'm sorry,
He said,
but we're just monks. We don't have any money.
Then give us whatever else you have.
said one robber. He came closer.
Please, sir.
Said the monk.
We...
Wukong put up his hand.
I'll deal with these robbers, master.
Wukong approached the men. They all laughed.
Look at the little monkey.
Said one of them. Wukong laughed too.
Yes, I am a monkey. And I am rather small, it's true.
He removed the iron bar from his ear.
But you should be scared of me anyway.
His iron bar grew, and his eyes flashed red with anger.
The monkey is a spirit!
Cried one man.
Run!
Cried another. The robbers tripped over one another, trying to get away. Wukong raised the iron bar, ready to strike.
Stop, Wukong.
Cried the Tang monk.
Don't hurt them.
Wukong turned around as the men ran away.
Why not?
He asked.
They were going to hurt us.
A Buddhist monk never hurts people.
Said the monk.
I would rather get hurt than hurt someone else.
Wukong laughed.
That's ridiculous. We should have beaten them up.
The Tang monk shook his head.
You are cruel and violent, Wukong.
Wukong was angry.
I just saved your life.
He cried.
How dare you scold me?
He paused.
I don't have to accept this treatment. I'm leaving.
Wukong leaped into the air and was gone. The Tang monk sighed and then continued his journey. Later that day, he saw an old woman.
Monk,
Said the woman.
where are you going?
I'm going to the Western Paradise.
Said the Tang monk.
Don't you have anyone with you?
Asked the woman.
You can't go there alone.
I did have a companion,
Said the Tang monk.
but he got angry when I scolded him for being violent. He left.
Your companion will come back.
Said the woman.
When he does, trick him into putting this on.
She pulled a metal headband out of her bag.
Whenever he misbehaves, recite the tight headband spell.
The old woman whispered a magical spell to the Tang monk.
Thank you.
Said the Tang monk.
But how did you...
There was a flash of bright light, and the woman rose into the air.
The Bodhisattva Guan Yin.
Cried the Tang monk. He got down from his horse and bowed. Meanwhile, Wukong sat in the palace of the Dragon King of the Eastern Sea. He and the Dragon King were drinking tea.
I hope you've learned from your punishment.
Said the Dragon King.
Yes, I have.
Said Wukong.
I won't cause any more trouble for the Jade Emperor.
The Dragon King sipped his tea.
What will you do now?
I was traveling west with a monk to get scriptures from Buddha.
Said Wukong.
I promised Guan Yin I would do it.
The Dragon King smiled.
That's wonderful.
Wukong shrugged.
Yes, well, I'm not doing it anymore.
The Dragon King put down his teacup.
Why not?
That monk had a bad attitude.
Said Wukong.
He yelled at me. He said I was cruel and violent.
The Dragon King coughed nervously.
Well, Wukong, the monk has a point.
Wukong glared at the king.
What do you mean?
The king hesitated and then said,
You are violent sometimes.
Wukong folded his arms and looked at the ground. The Dragon King continued.
Not only that, but you made a promise to Guan Yin. Perhaps, Wukong, it is you who has a bad attitude?
Journey to the West, Chapter 16, Wukong Gets Tricked. Wukong looked at the Dragon King and sighed.
You're right.
Said the monkey.
I did make a promise to Guan Yin.
He put down his teacup and stood up.
Thank you, my friend. I will visit again soon.
The Dragon King smiled.
Good luck, Wukong.
The monkey hurried out of the Dragon King's palace. He found the Tang monk traveling alongside a stream.
Master, I have returned!
He called.
I'm glad you're back, Wukong.
Said the monk.
I'm hungry.
I'll find a village and beg for some food for you.
Said the monkey.
You don't need to do that.
Said the monk.
There's rice in the bag. You can cook that.
The monk got down from the horse. Wukong opened the bag. When he looked inside, his eyes opened wide. He pulled out the headband.
This headband is marvelous!
Said Wukong.
Oh?
Said the monk, watching the monkey closely.
Do you like it?
Yes!
Said Wukong.
Try it on.
Said the monk.
Really?
Asked Wukong. The monk nodded. Wukong put the headband on. He looked at his reflection in the stream.
I look handsome.
Said Wukong.
Thanks for... Ah!
The monkey grabbed the sides of his head and fell over. His eyes bulged.
My head's going to explode!
He cried. He saw the Tang monk talking quietly.
What? What are you saying?
Cried Wukong. The Tang monk stopped talking, and the pain stopped.
The Bodhisattva Guan Yin taught me a spell.
Said the monk.
She gave me the headband to force you to be good.
Wukong pulled at the headband, but it wouldn't come off.
It's stuck!
Cried the monkey. He stamped his foot.
You tricked me!
It's for your own good.
Said the monk.
You must stop being violent.
Wukong pulled out his iron bar and lunged at the Tang monk. The monk recited the tight headband spell again. Wukong fell to the ground and rolled around in pain.
It hurts! It hurts!
He cried.
Please stop! I won't try to hurt you again!
The Tang monk stopped, and the monkey stood up.
Now will you cook some rice?
Asked the monk.
I'll get a fire started.
Said Wukong. The monkey waited until the Tang monk had turned his back. Again he raised the iron bar. But the Tang monk saw Wukong's shadow.
Ah!
Cried Wukong, once again falling to the ground. The Tang monk looked furious as he recited the spell. Wukong's head pounded.
Please stop!
Cried the monkey. The Tang monk stopped reciting the spell.
Don't try to hit me again.
Said the monk.
If you do, I'll recite the spell until your head really does explode.
I'm sorry, Master.
Said Wukong.
I'll be good.
The two traveled for a few more weeks. They arrived at a wide river.
How will we cross this river?
Asked the monk.
It's too bad you're not a spirit.
Said Wukong.
I can leap over this river, but I can't take you with me.
Why not?
asked the Tang monk.
You're a human,
Said the monkey.
so you must make the journey all by yourself. I can only protect you. I can't carry you.
What will we do then?
Asked the monk. Before Wukong could answer, the water swelled and a dragon leaped from it.
Look out!
Cried the monkey. He yanked the Tang monk off the horse as the dragon struck. With one bite, the dragon swallowed the horse and then slipped back underwater. Journey to the West, Chapter 17, The Dragon in the River.
That dragon ate my horse!
Said the monk. He fell to his knees.
How will I ever get to the Western Paradise? There are so many dangers along the way.
Wukong laughed.
Master, you worry too much. There will be many dangers on your journey. But you have me, the Monkey King, to protect you. All of Heaven's soldiers couldn't defeat me, so why worry about a dragon?
The monkey stepped into the water and pulled out his iron bar.
I'll get the dragon to come out of the water.
He looked down at the water.
Dragon! Get up here right now!
The dragon leaped from the water.
How dare you yell at me? Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am!
Shouted Wukong.
Give that horse back!
The monkey attacked the dragon with his iron bar. The dragon spun around, blocking the bar with his tail. Then with a splash, he dived back underwater. Wukong stomped his foot and yelled at the river.
Coward!
What will we do?
Asked the Tang monk.
I have no horse.
Wukong nodded.
And we can't cross the river with that dragon in there. I'll try another plan.
The monkey swirled the water with his iron bar. The water became rough. Waves crashed and churned. The water dragged up dirt from the river bottom. Soon the river was brown and muddy. The dragon appeared again.
What on earth are you doing now?
He cried.
I'm trying to take a nap.
Give us back our horse!
Demanded Wukong.
I can't.
Cried the dragon.
It's in my stomach.
The monkey attacked the dragon again. But once more, the dragon disappeared under the water. For more than 3 hours, Wukong yelled at the river. He yelled all kinds of insults, but the dragon would not come back up. Wukong climbed up the riverbank and sat down next to the Tang monk.
That dragon is tough. I'm not afraid of him, but I can't beat him either. I need help.
Who can help you?
Asked the Tang monk. Wukong thought for a moment.
Guan Yin told me I can ask her for help if I need it.
Yes,
Said the Tang monk.
she told me the same thing.
Wukong felt the headband and shot a look at the monk.
She already did help you. She gave you this tight headband.
He sighed.
But that doesn't matter now. You wait here. I'll be back soon.
Wukong shot into the air and flew south. Soon he came to Mount Podolaka in the South Sea. Guan Yin was in a garden next to her pagoda.
Hello, Wukong.
She said,
How is the journey going? I see you're wearing the headband.
Yes, thanks to your dirty tricks.
said the monkey. Guan Yin smiled.
You need that headband, Wukong. You are too violent and cruel.
Wukong rolled his eyes.
Fine. I'm here because I have a problem. We reached a wide river with a dragon in it. The dragon ate our horse.
Did you tell the dragon that you're traveling with the Tang monk?
Asked Guan Yin.
No.
Said the monkey.
Why?
Guan Yin sighed.
That dragon was waiting for you. When I met him, he was being punished for setting fire to his father's palace. I told him to help the Tang monk reach the Western Paradise. That way, he can earn forgiveness.
Wukong scratched his head.
It's too late for that now. He won't come out of the water.